We are all by a cabin in the wooded isle. Poor Leo discovered he had no talent as a detective or a fortune teller, so he has taken up playing Pistol Pete at the Pirate Dinner Theater. Let's watch as Pete enters the dinner theater performance and looks at his shoulder.
Arrgh, where'd he go? Did you see me Perth round here? Oh, me, be that he on the plate there? No, can't be he. Nobody's ever had a pear cooked that well done.
Pete exits. Katrina enters dressed as a cabin boy.
That old bag of wind. All he cares about is his damn parrot. That and my treasure. Yes, my treasure. They attacked my father's ship. Yes, my father's gone now, and the treasure is now rightfully mine. But that old pirate's got it. He's made me his cabin boy. Makes me clean up his mess. But one of these days, I'll clean his clock. Then he'll be sorry. When they boarded my father's ship, I feared what the barbarians would do with a girl. I found boys' clothing and covered up my hair.
Katrina exits. Pete enters pulling a treasure chest. Yeah.
Well, there be me treasure. Not so useful to myself, really. Fancy dishes from China, fancy silverware, not much use to me, but the hoi polloi will pay for it. Now, fancy ladies, that'd be another thing. Not my chance that a fancy lady would take to the likes of me. But should I come across her, I'd happily take her.
Pete exits. Katrina enters dressed as a girl.
I went into town, I did. Yes, a girl needs a little attention from someone who knows how to treat a lady. I'd better get back before he wonders what became of me.
Pete enters before Katrina can get back.
Arg, shiver me timbers! What's the like of a pretty girl like thee doing that here? Has thee lost thine way, you poor little thing?
Why, yes, kind sir.
Katrina winks to the audience.
Would you happen to know the way back to town?
Aye, but you probably be weary from thine wandering. Maybe you'd like to come lay thyself down, take a load off thine poor tired feet.
Oh, sir, you are too kind, but I could not accept such an offer.
Why not?
I don't even know you, sir. We've never been properly introduced.
I be Pistol Pete. I can put a man's out at 20 paces, I can.
Pistol Pete. Not much of a proper name now, is it?
Not proper. I'll have you know my name be feared throughout the ports of the world.
I'm sure all shudder at the sound of it.
Well, they all shudder now, but there were one man that chose not to fear me.
Really? So what did you do?
I shot him?
You shot him?
Aye.
So he said, I don't fear you, and you up and shot him?
Well, oh, it was like that.
Well, how was it then?
He could not live with the idea that men boasted I were the better. So he come looking for me. He came up behind me while I was betting a hand of poker and yells, Shooey, three jacks! That'll be hard to beat. I was dumbfounded. I never heard a man yelling out another man's poker hand.
And that's when you shot him?
What? Oh, you don't just up and shoot a man right off like that. That'd be considered impolite.
Well, his shouting out your hand would be impolite.
Oh, I know that, but it was more like a challenge. So I had to ascertain if it were or if he was just ignorant.
So if he was just ignorant, then you would not have shot him?
What? No, you cannot just let a man get away with that just because he be ignorant. I mean, what would the ladies think of me? No, I had to ascertain it to calculate how best to proceed to dispatch him.
So, Pistol Pete, is that the name your mother called you?
Me mother? What's she got to do with this? She called me Petey or Peter Andrew Hethswain. That'd be what she'd say when she'd really become vexed and like to take a switch to me.
Yes, I bet she took a switch to you often. I bet you were a bad little boy.
Nah, she raised a switch to me plenty of time, but never brought it down on me. I reckon she figured me father brought it down on me enough that she'd spare the switch from over abuse.
So, your father was hard on you.
Aye, that he were. He'd be the reason I run from me home and joined the men at the sea.
So you had a short childhood. That must have been hard for you living amongst those hard-hearted men.
Hard, maybe, but they be fair to me. Didn't expect me more than to do my share at the work to get me share of the bounty. Not just beating me like me old man just for the sport of it. Our first stop was Jamaica. I had to work all night loading huge stacks of bananas.
Loading bananas. What was that like?
Well, I'll tell you.
I'm sorry you had such a tough life as a lad, sir. You shall have to tell me more of it the next time I come out this way. Which way did you say it was back into town?
I didn't say, Missy. You'd really come out this way again?
I'd come tomorrow if you wished it.
Well, that be the way you want to be taken into town.
Thank you, sir. I shall see you here tomorrow.
Katrina exits.
Arg, I think there'd be something wrong with that girlie, entertaining the likes of me. Well, I best be getting back and see if me boys have showed up. You haven't seen that blasted pair, have ye?
Pete exits, and Katrina enters dressed as a girl.
My, that bag of wind didn't even recognize me. I guess a man just sees what he wants to see. He almost seemed like a different man himself. Almost like he had feelings deep in there somewhere. Well, I'd better get back there before he decides to take that whip to me.
Katrina exits, Pete enters.
Where you be, boy? When I find you, I'll... Well, never mind that. I got me a date tonight with a lovely young girl. Actually, she's kind of late by now. She should already be here. You don't suppose she's...
Katrina enters dressed as a boy.
She's what?
There thee be, young scallywag. Think you can just clean up and go off and do as you please? You owe me more than that.
I owe you. Don't you have that backwards?
Why, you little ingrate. I ought to take me knife and slit thine throat.
Katrina draws a sword.
Oh, yeah? Try it.
A battle ensues between Katrina and Pete. Katrina ends up over Pete, ready to run him through.
Well, what you be waiting for, you little ingrate? Run me through, take me treasure. Good luck in trying to trade it to the hoi polloi.
Your treasure. You mean my treasure. Those were from my father's shipment. You robbed him and killed him.
What you be saying, young'un? Thine father? Me be his killer? What have you been eating, boy? You been eating from the catnip weeds in the woods?
I've been eating no such. That was my father's ship you took me off of. That is his cargo you pillaged. It's mine, my treasure. And I shall now avenge my father's death. Though he wasn't much less of a scoundrel than yourself. He was my father, and it's my duty to avenge the wrong you've done to him.
Wrong I have done him? You got it wrong, boy. It was his own idea, it was. He commissioned me to take the ship and send him off in the skiff. He recovers the insurance on that worthless ship, and I gets the booty. All fair by me standards.
You're wrong. My father wouldn't abandon me.
Well, I hate to be the bearer of bad news, young'un, but he has. He bid me take good care of his daughter Katrina, but said nothing of a son. I'm afraid he did not care much for thee, seeing as how he mentioned nothing of thee. Unfortunately, his daughter was lost in the attack. Must have went overboard when the cannonballs rocked the ship. Sorry, though thine ungrateful father be safe, thine sister be lost. I wouldn't blame you for running me through for the loss of her.
You old fool.
Katrina removes her bandana and shakes out her hair.
I am Katrina, my father's daughter of which you speak.
Katrina removes coveralls.
Don't you know a girl when you see one?
Pete begins to laugh.
I always thought you'd be kind of queer for a boy. I must confess, I even had feeling for thee, to mine own embarrassment. Now I see why I had these feelings towards thee.
And I toward you.
A kiss, then walk off stage, hand in hand.